Today I want to do a little science experiment that shows how Jesus came in, cleansed the sin from our lives so that we can be back in right standing with God. For this experiment, you're going to need some clear tape, a permanent marker, some water, a light colored plate or bowl that can hold a little bit of water, some black pepper, and some dish soap. So how this works is you're going to take some of the clear tape, get a strip a few inches long, and put it on the bottom of your bowl. And then take your permanent marker and write God on the tape. Now you're done with the tape and marker. After you write God, take your bowl or plate and pour some water into it. Okay, so now that you're done with the water, you can set that aside. And you should have your plate or bowl with a layer of water on top. Now take some black pepper and spread it across the top, and it should float on the water pretty well. Now what's happening is the water molecules are coming together and holding on to each other, and that's creating a layer for the pepper to float on. You can have your kids direct them at this point to try to get to God. But every single time they try to get to God, their finger gets covered in sin. The pepper represents sin. And you can't get to God while you have sin in your life. Now what you'll direct your kids to do is to get their finger with just a little bit of dish soap. And the dish soap represents Jesus and how he came in to clean our life. And as you place your finger covered in dish soap into the water, what's going to happen is that's going to break the surface tension and the pepper is going to rush to the edges. So you can go ahead and tell your kid to get some dish soap and then dip their finger into the water, and you'll see that the pepper spreads to the edges. And now there's a clear path that you can get to God without getting sin on your finger. Use this as an opportunity to have a little bit of fun doing a science experiment, but also to help teach your kids about how Jesus came in and cleansed the sin from our lives and allowed us to get back to God. Where sin kept us away from God, Jesus cleansed our life so that we can be back into right standing with God. Also take the time to open up to John 3:16 and read that. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. This is a simple verse that really sums up everything that we're talking about this week. That God made a plan for Jesus to come and to die so that we can be with them forever in the kingdom that is to come. For some reason, I can't pour water out of this bowl without getting water everywhere.